Hey BB Army, before we get started with today's episode, we wanted to bring you a very special announcement. Break, Battle, and Roll is going to be at Phoenix Fan Fusion, May 27th to May 29th at the end of this month. For more information, be sure to be following us on social media, so that's at Break Battle Roll over on Instagram and Twitter, and of course our Facebook page. Be sure to be following us for more information, as we'll be posting more info about where you can find us there very soon. Until then, we look forward to right now, because right now is when we're going to be giving you a heck of a good episode. So let's let her rip!
Welcome to the Nexus of Adventure, where stories transcend the page, a place where heroes and villains clash. This is Break, Battle, and Roll. Would you guys believe it? It's time again to break, battle, and roll. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Aaron Rollins. I am your Dungeon Master, your Game Master, your Barkeep, and I'm here with my three wonderful friends. Starting with the winner of the King of the Hill contest, Chad Stafford.
Oh my! I forgot about that. I am, I sell propane and propane accessories. I'm Timothy Biscuit. And I'm King of the Hill.
Well, what about the Shadow Clone Jitsu Warlock, Janelle Wilkie?
I miss my clones. Hi, it's Flowerkraut. I can't wait to go yip yip on a frog.
Oh my gosh! Wow, well done. How appropriate. Oh, last but not least.
Can we please have a frog mount for the rest of the campaign?
Oh, dude.
Oh, snizzle.
You have to bite your thumb first, and then,
Instead of yip yip, it's guap guap.
Guap
Guap guap.
Guap guap.
Guap guap.
Guap guap.
Well, how about the proud owner of a lost javelin, Dustin Bleshmidt?
Sherman Jeopard, and I am totally happy to be here.
All right, guys.
So glad we didn't croak during that last battle, huh, Sherman?
On our last break, battle, and roll, having seen the cloak of Baba Yaga on Flowerkraut's shoulders, Lily asked if she had finally been able to talk to her patron. She confessed that while she's been to the Feywild before, she wasn't sure where to find those that were cast out by Sir Leon. Timothy, feeling invigorated and at home on this different plane of existence, took the lead, and the party ventured forth. After a bit of aimless walking, the adventurers came upon a thicket of trees grown so close together that a mossy knoll made of branches and vines sat above them. There they met the hag with seaweed for hair. Addressing herself as Laminaria, the crone went on about how she thought of them as bumbling fools crossing the river only to join the rest of the townfolk in their impending doom. She addressed Flowerkraut, knowing it was she that spoke to Baba Yaga. She told her that destiny had brought her here, fated to take Baba Yaga's place as the sixth hag, thus forming two dichotomous covens. When Flowerkraut refused, Laminaria called upon her newfound powers bestowed upon her by consuming Miriam's heart, opening multiple rifts to the material plane and summoning flays from Praxil to her aid. She then informed the party that she had souls to harvest once the barrier around Wallock faded and disappeared through her own rift.
Side note, so disappointed that we had a witness to our horrible river escapade.
Sherman, did you hear that? She wants them for their sixth. She's the sixth stranger of power. That means she's the most important one. She's the one that gets all the cool stuff.
But also the one that turns on everybody, right?
Oh, that's true. Oh, man. We're gonna have to keep an eye on her.
Oh, totally. Totally.
I only wanted Jive Horse to know about that.
Well, you know what? Now when you guys are completely botching rolls, I'm going to have some bad guy show up just to witness everything and then disappear. Yeah, I saw you fucking up over there. You guys are weird.
Hey,
All right, so the battle broke out as the group was forced with a new type of flay, a giant centipede creature that burrowed through ground and foliage alike. Timothy braved the knoll above and kicked one from the ledge, though it effortlessly burrowed through the vines to meet him again. Flowerkraut duplicated herself via mirror image, and Sherman teamed up with Lily in shield bashing the creatures to the ground while she pummeled them with her shillelagh. All of a sudden, an enormous toad-like creature snapped one of the flays from the sky, then bounded out to feed on more. Seemingly more interested in the insects than the humanoids, it audibly savored each and every bite. Lily tried to communicate with it, and after all the flay threats were gone, an agreement was made for the toad creature to not eat them in return for the promise of more food. The Frode told the party that they must inform King Tibber and his people because they're all very hungry. And that's where we left off. Lily turns around, and in common, she says to Sherman and Timothy, "This thing says they eat flays, like lots of flays."
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you saw.
Yeah.
But they also eat us. And trying to strike a deal here. I haven't told him where, but maybe we can get these things to go eat the flays.
Let's work on our negotiation skills before we take them where that would be. For sure. Because the last thing that I would want would for me to be the one who broke Sir Leon's seal and then unleash an entire plague of giant toad monsters onto Praxil. That seems like it would be counter. I might get fired.
At best.
You speak funny language, so I don't eat you.
The toad asks, like, kind of leans down. It's got this, two of these big bulging eyes that are kind of all over the place, looking in all directions.
no, that bush has giant. Oh, it's not a bush. Okay, that's a giant frog. Okay,
You back with us, Mr. Biscuit?
I got my head rung in a little bit. I'm feeling a little good. Not great, but good. What's going on? Why is there a giant frog? Is he going to eat us?
We're trying to make a deal with him, Timothy. This might work. This isn't exactly what I had in mind. This thing likes to eat those flays. And we have a flay problem on Praxil. What do you think?
I think we need to strike up a real good deal, because we do not want these frogs to, start eating all the humans.
Oh, yes, that would definitely be trading one problem for another.
So as you guys are discussing, this toad's stomach, gurgles real loud. And then you hear...
Oh, Flower, really?
Wow. That dude.
Here and now?
That wasn't me. That was the frog. Oh my god.
You're blaming it on the frog, Flowerkraut, really?
Yeah, okay, I cannot
Sauerkraut?
make literal earthquakes, Timothy. You know that.
I've seen you make literal earthquakes.
Flowerkraut, is this that Baba Yaga you've always been talking about? The one that gives you the elderly blast powers?
Lily's shaking her head. like violently shaking her head.
No.
Oh, honestly, that explains so much.
You want me to not eat you. Can the rest of them eat you?
No. Listen.
Lily, he is licking his lips something fierce. What's going on?
You and the rest of your family do not eat us, and we will tell you where the rest of them are, okay?
Blood promise. What? blood promise. You must make blood promise with King Tibber.
You know what that means, Flowerkraut?
No. But it sounds like they can't, like, if we do negotiate a good deal, then they can't go back on their word.
My name is Wallock. You ride with Wallock, and we go see King Tibber.
And he gets down real low, and you see that there's all these branches, because he's like part tree, part toad, and there's plenty of space for you. He's huge, so you guys can actually get onto his back and hold on to branches.
Are you saying he's some sort of tree frog?
Ha!
King Tibber is far. We go now. They are hungry, and they will want to go where flags are.
She turns to the rest of you guys. So, this is the part where we get on his back and go with him.
Well, all right. I definitely hope his bark isn't worse than his bite.
I wish the other 3 Flowerkrauts were here so we could laugh in unison.
So you guys climb up onto Kork's back and hold on to the branches, and he bounds into the sky, and you are moving a lot of distance over the trees as he's landing, and it's fairly soft. It's kind of amazing how easily you guys are able to keep your balance just holding onto this thing. And he gets up to the edge of a very large lake, and it looks like the lake is too far for him to make another leap. So he waddles up and he gets into the water, and he goes, "Whoa, whoa,
Sherman, look!
whoa."
He knows how to glob!
This is what I was telling you about.
Sherman, I totally thought you were goofing Timothy for a laugh, but you were totally right.
So Kork swims across the lake and gets to this big, basically, nest. You see these humongous trees. Like, you've seen humongous trees this entire time you've been here, but here are these trees that have fallen and have rotted out through decomposition, like, for ages, and are hollowed out, and you see more of these enormous toads just kind of sitting.
Oh my goodness.
And he waddles in, and a couple of them are kind of eyeballing you guys. And one of them comes hopping over to Kork, and it goes,
Kork bring food? No. Kork bring promise for food. Can I have one? No. Kork bring promise. Go back to tree.
and he keeps waddling along, and you see that there's a huge pit lying in the center of this big nest, with shallow slopes that descend down into like a muddy pit gathering area where a bunch more of these big toads are. Some of them turn, see Kork waddling in with humanoids on his back. But then you see massive, shriveled, old toad sitting at the end, and Kork approaches and kneels down.
Kork, you bring an offering to your king? All respect, my king. These hapless beings bring promise for food. I ate fleas today.
And you see all of these other toads perk up, and they're,
We're flames. They can tell us where more are. Oh, flames! Delicious! I can't wait. Where are they? These Hopeless make blood promise with King Tibber. Oh, I see how this is. My name is King Tibber of the Frodes, and I will make blood promise with whom exactly?
Lily looks at Flowerkraut and then looks at the rest of you, realizes, oh, that's right. You guys, only Flowerkraut and I can understand what he's saying.
Yeah, he seems nice.
There's all we see is a lot of lip smacking, spitting, just prying eyes. It's very, I don't know.
So you notice that King Tibber, this shriveled, massive toad, has got his tongue literally just hanging out of his mouth as he's talking to everyone. And Kalork kind of rears down so that everyone can get off of his back and stand before the king. And the king looks down and Lily steps forward and she kind of raises her hand.
I can't understand them, but maybe I can make myself understand them? If I cast Speak with Animals, would it work on these animals that can talk?
Yeah, actually it would.
Sherman, how persuasive is Sherman?
Incredibly.
So you step down and walk up and you cast Speak with Animals?
Yes.
Okay, so
On
that
King
spell
Tibbers.
on King Tibber. Okay. So you understand what he's saying, even though he's speaking Sylvan. Anything he says is automatically translated for you through the spell. And you step forward, and he's looking among you, and he sees Lily, he sees Flowerkraut, sees Timothy, and then he sees you kind of take a step forward. And he goes,
What is this? Cork? You bring the night? The Pow?
I am also sticking my tongue out of my mouth, by the way, but just dangling it down to the side as a sign of respect. As this whole exchange begins, I am going to channel divinity into Emissary of Peace.
yeah.
You can use your channel divinity to augment your presence with divine power. As a bonus action, you grant yourself a +5 bonus to charisma persuasion checks for the next 10 minutes, making my total persuasion a +9.
On
Wow.
top of that, Timothy just sees this beaming night of heroism and truth and honesty. And he goes up to Sherman and he puts his feathery hand on his shoulder and he's like, I just want to say, I think you got this, man. You're looking great. I don't know what it is. It could be the sun gleaming off your eyes, or it could be the fact that my head has been struck, I've been squeezed to death, and I'm a little loopy, but you are positively radiant. And I'm going to...
Thank you, Timothy.
And I'm going to cast Enhance ability on Sherman.
Ooh.
And I'm
I'm assuming the charisma one.
I'm going to give him Eagle's Splendor. The target has advantage on charisma checks.
Oh, dang.
Oh, damn. Oh, my gosh.
Woo!
Yeah.
So, King Tibber sees you, and his eyes narrow, and he looks angry.
Have no fear from Pal. Oh, great and wise king, I think. I turn around to Lily, and I'm like, Lily, he's a king, right?
Yeah.
You said king? I heard you say king
Yeah,
before.
he's definitely king. Sherman,
Okay.
turn around. Stop looking at me.
Okay.
Look at him, please. Look at him.
I turn back around.
I look at Lily. I'm like, he's got this, right?
Yeah, he's got this.
He's got this. A flower. He's got this. He's got this, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm here to offer you and your people an all-expense-paid vacation trip to eat all of the flays you could possibly want for a limited time. This limited time offer is not good for long, because we don't know how long the flays are going to be in season at this beautiful tropical destination.
Oh my god.
And where exactly is this place you speak of?
Well, sir, we would need to take a plane. A material plane.
Oh my.
I turned back to Lily. I'm like, that's how it works, right, Lily? That's how it works?
Sherman, you just need to turn around, and I can hear you even when you're facing the king, okay? So just go ahead, keep talking.
I feel like there's got to be some infomercial music going on right now. So like Timothy's just like dun 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 dun. That's how he gets his enhance ability.
So, I may understand and realize, sir, that you may not think highly of people that wear my garb, because a long time ago, somebody that wore my garb used it with ill intent to hurt people of the Feywild, and I would like to make that amend and also give you guys a wonderful vacation.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
With advantage, of course. And a +9.
Taking the advantage.
Oh my god, no.
Oh, that's so much better. How is a 26?
Well,
Oh.
I need to know what was it before.
I rolled a 4 on the die.
Oh,
Thank you, Timothy. You saved the day. You really did. Oh, that's when the music picks up. The crescendo gets higher.
King Tibber stares at you for a bit of an uncomfortable pause.
Yeah, my paws are really sweaty, actually. It's the only place I can sweat from.
You speak of Praxil.
Oh, have I been pronouncing it wrong this whole time? Yes. Praxil. Indeed, sir.
We once lived on Praxil until the Pals Knight Sir Leon banished us.
Well, sir, if it makes you feel any better, I killed his ghost for you. If that makes sense. Because it still doesn't make sense to me. But it happened.
We Froge used to pass through the Fey line between Praxil and the Feywild. But ever since we've been banished here, we have run out of food. You can see my people starve. You bring promise, and I assume we can trust you not to chain us up like that asshole Leon and bring us back here like he did before.
Oh, that's just horrible. No. What I would want for you would be maybe even if we were able to reestablish a better form of government on Praxil to let you guys live in harmony and be able to come back and forth and maybe have some flays, some fruit. Because they make really good fruit over there. I don't know if you've heard, but their fruit is to die for. It's absolutely delicious. You go, have you heard of a what is it? Flowerkraut? What was that fruit again? It's moiki fruit?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a moiki fruit? They're so delicious.
Yes, of course. It is very delicious.
So, that's what I'd love to offer to you. In exchange for an agreement of peace between you and the people of Praxil, we would love to have you come on this all-expense-paid vacation, maybe even once a year if the flays ever come back, and totally wreck house. That wasn't a... Don't wreck any, sorry, don't don't wreck anyone's houses. I mean, there's still some people trying to make a decent, honest living. But I mean, you could eat things that aren't like us. Like, eat the things that you enjoy, like flays and maybe some fruit, and save all the Praxilian people to, like, tend the land, and maybe, like, you guys could, like, play, like, in a water polo maybe on the weekend or something. I don't know.
And how exactly are we going to return the Praxil? The gate has been sealed. We cannot move through anymore.
Well, I think that if we were able to get here, maybe we could come back the way we came?
Lily turns to you, or she kind of puts a hand on your shoulder as you're speaking to him. Yeah, we can open it. I mean, I can open it, King Tibber. We can get your people back, but I have to activate it. Its magic seal is not broken. It's still in place, but the magic works if a person, a Praxilian like myself, is on the Feywild side. It opens.
You understand that we have trust issues. We were bound in chains and dragged by the people of Praxil through the gate. All but me, of course. I broke my chains. I fought the Lion Knight. But he called upon dark magics and cast me out with his last breath. I was glad to see him die, but he still accomplished his goal. If I am to agree to this, then I would need you,
And he points at Lily,
to constrict yourself, to promise to guard that gate, to be the Watcher, to allow the Frodes passage when we want. This is still home here, but we go to Praxil to feed. We will not eat the Praxilians. We will do as you ask, but you must agree to this.
and Lily stands there for a moment. She turns to Flowerkraut, then to Sherman and Timothy. You know, I love Praxil, but I hate Praxil. I love the people there, but I hate the people there too. But I am a Praxilian, deep down. She turns to King Tibber. I will do what you ask. And King Tibber raises his arms and yells out,
Blood promise!
and you see vines sprout from the ground,
Oh my.
and they form into something similar to what you guys had seen before back at the ward. Vines burst around, a gnarled device forms between him and Lily, and a crystal wrapped in the center of it, thorns sprouting in all directions. Then two larger thorns protrude from either end, one pointed at King Tibber, the other at Lily. He steps forward, he waddles up to it, and Lily walks up to it. She kind of looks back at Flowerkraut over her shoulder. And
Flowerkraut kind of like puts her hand on Lily's shoulder before she goes up.
she smiles at you, and she kind of gives you this look like, maybe this is why you were chosen. And she turns to this device, this Fey contraption, and she says, I blood promise to remain in the Feywild, become the watcher over the Praxil's Feyline Gate. I will serve as the conduit for those that wish to pass to and from, as they may do so. King Tibber lashes out his tongue even further than it's already hanging out of his mouth. As Lily puts her finger on the edge of the thorn, he wraps his tongue around his thorn. He says,
I blood promise, on behalf of myself and the Frodes, to return to Praxil only to consume slaves, to fill our appetites, and to take massive shits everywhere. And to not eat.
Sorry, Timothy. He was talking about pooping everywhere. On
he looks around, and the other Frodes kind of just like put their palms on their faces, you know.
Maybe that's why the fruit's so good. Like, it's just fertilized. Maybe there's something to this.
That'll be perfect for next harvest. You gotta fertilize the land now.
And to not eat the Praxilians that live there.
His tongue is pierced by the thorn and Lily's finger as well, and the blood promise ritual begins, both of their blood running down the large thorn and into the central crystal. Green wisps of magic flow out from it around both Lily and King Tibber. And you watch as the Frode King becomes invigorated. Like, he's been shriveled and, like, kind of emaciated looking, and suddenly he looks revitalized with purpose. However, it's Lily that takes more of a physical change. Making a blood promise in the Feywild, you see her lifted up by the magic surrounding her, her hair blowing in the wind. And you watch as the gray-streaked hair on her head fills out, becomes more bright, her brown hair fading away, leaving her completely platinum. And you see her ears stretch slightly and narrow at the tips. Her eyebrows thin, and her face becomes a little bit more angular. Once simply a Fey-touched woman, now truly Fey in nature.
Lily, check you out.
Oh my, I feel spry. What is? Whoo! Is that? Are my fingers thinner? She holds her hand out to you, Flower Kraut. She's like, do I? Oh my gosh! Look at my skin. Look at this.
You go on some finger diet, like.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't call my fingers fat before, but man, they look nice now.
Yeah, Lily. It sure looks like you had a real glow up, like real fast.
Like some kind of lunar sailor, you look like.
Oh my gosh. Did I do it, guys?
You had your transformation moment?
Oh, do I get like some kind of moonbeam or something? Well, I already have a moonbeam.
You already have that, girl.
Oh, then what do I get?
Maybe it's a moonbeam multiplier, like your power has just tenfold.
You're the pretty guardian now.
All it costs is never going home.
Oh, yeah. I guess we kind of forgot about that part and all of the grandiose of the situation.
Lily, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I used to go to bed early when I was a kid because I wanted to jump into my dreams as fast as I could. I didn't know I was actually here when I was asleep, but life was hard on Praxil, and my escape was literally going to bed. Now it's kind of like I'm living that dream always, I think. I'm okay with this. I'm doing this for everybody regardless of how they feel about it.
Maybe you are home now, Lily. And maybe you can see Praxil in your dreams.
You're right, but what's done is done, and I don't want to waste any more time. We need to get these Frodes back to Praxil.
Yes, Sherman promised them a very expansive travel package that we need to make good on.
Oh, and I intend to. I meant everything I said. I certainly did. We have to get these Frodes. Saying that right? Am I saying? Hey, Kelwork, it's Frodes, right?
Yes, it's Frodes.
Frodes. I don't have any cheeks to rattle or lips to smack. That's very... Frodes. Frodes.
Don't ignore him. It's Frodes, okay? That's how you say it.
Okay.
Thank you,
Frodes.
O gracious King Tibber.
Anyway, we're all starving, so let's get on with this.
Who has the best topside travel package, if you know what I'm saying? Who would like to give 4 humble travel agents a ride to the Fey line? That's what it's called, right, Lily? That's what it's called, right, Lily? A Fey line?
You may want to ride on my back again. My kin might start eating a little early.
Oh, no, that's definitely not part of the contract, so let's stick with you.
Yeah.
For sure. I think we've built up a really good rapport. I definitely appreciate that you were offering your own mode of transportation for us, so I will gladly take you up on that. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for the lift, buddy.
They better not start eating early. I just made a blood promise and I did deep shit. If they start eating people, I just promised I wouldn't eat.
Keork has offered to give us a ride back to the Fey line, and I say we take him up on that.
Okay, King Tibber, please follow us, though I'm sure you know exactly where we're going.
Yes, let's be off.
Yip, yip.
You climb on Keork's back and you yip him, and the entire nest of Frodes start hopping back, and they all jump into the lake, whereupon a cacophony of gwobs as
Wow.
that was a little one in the back.
Dang, never said guab. I'm just grabbing over here. Don't mind me none. Guab.
Can we keep that one?
So you guys get to the other side of the lake and begin bounding again high into the sky on Keork's back as you look around and you see all these Frodes just like leaping as high as these enormous trees are. Some of them like landing on the tree branches and bouncing off of them again. Just this, cloud of giant toads bounding all the way back. And you eventually make your way back to the glade where the enchanted Feyline rift is. It takes long enough between you guys conversing with King Tibber and the trip back for you guys to all take a short rest.
Yay!
I'll do a little tune on my lute, and I will play us a song of rest.
Yay! Wonderful.
How lovely. Thank you. Lily, how you looking? I'm guessing you were already healed up back to full after that glow up, huh?
If I was hurting, I'm not hurting anymore. Like, even my joints.
She has like the opposite problem of me. You're like wicking off all water. I'm always moist.
Except you're always moist, except for when we went to Praxil for the first time. You dried up a whole lot.
Timothy, should I tell him what that was?
Sometimes the mystery is more fun.
Okay, yeah, good point. Can I make a potion during short rest, or is that only during long rest?
You can make it during a short rest.
Hell yeah.
She's trying to mix liquids as we're bounding.
That's what I was thinking. She's like bounding on the back of
this
thing.
one's gonna be shaken, not stirred.
Yeah, I've got some flowers. I've got some frog sweat. This should be great.
You know what? It actually is kind of fitting. You know, it's like Flowerkraut's got her arm around one of the branches on the back of Karwork's back, and she's got the mortar and pestle out, and she's just tossing crap from her satchel into it, just grinding it up. You know, there's no precision, no like vials and beakers or anything involved. It's just a bunch of garbage that gets crushed up and poured back into something.
Just a bunch of garbage.
So, is it a healing potion you're making?
Oh yes, a lovely healing potion.
Another dead fish salve, or maybe some rotten leaf soup. Because you're out in the Feywild.
It's a frog sweat soup. Yes.
Oh yeah, you're collecting it off of Karwork's back.
Yeah, it's a little bit psychedelic, but you'll be feeling good.
All right, so you guys arrive back at the glade. You've got all of these Frodes standing around in this open area as King Tibber walks up to where this giant tree is. You guys remember when you came into the Feywild, you had come through this rift that was actually inside of like a tree trunk, where think of like how the ground dips down into kind of a pit underneath where you can see the roots of the tree become visible. So like you walk down underneath this tree, and then up above you, underneath the tree, is where this ward or where this enchanted gate is that was put there with some very powerful magic that essentially makes it so that only someone from Praxil on the Feywild side can activate the rift to allow people to go to and from. And Lily walks down, hops off of Karwork's back, and she steps over next to King Tibber. You see the aging king, who looks a lot more energetic now, even though he's still very old. Looks at the tree, looks at the area around it, and goes,
Yes! It was just beyond this gate where I gave that lion the tongue lashing of a lifetime. For I was the last Frode he came for. He knew I would not go easily. That memory still lives in me, as my tongue refused to bow to his chains. I snapped him up at the last moment, but I didn't have the strength to bite down. Instead, I would end his reign with me going out, and slammed him into every rock nearby. As the chains pulled me down and my eyes dipped through the gate, I was happy to see the mortally crippled pal laying before me.
Flowerkraut turns to Sherman and kind of like as an aside, she's like, what was Sir Leon's reputation with Pal anyway, and how do you feel about kind of like taking over the legacy and changing it?
I have to be honest, I didn't know anything about Sir Leon. And everything that I've learned about what the people of Praxil thought Pal was all about, it's not what it's supposed to be about at all. And I'm gonna make sure that people know that Pal doesn't put people in chains. We break them.
Sherman, I'm sorry if our first impressions were sour. Sir Leon was the only Pal I'd ever heard of before. And when you came to Wallock, toting who you worked for, who you were, it didn't give me very high hopes. But I was wrong about you. I was wrong about what you stand for. And now I know that my suspicions of Sir Leon were fairly true. He didn't stand for what you really are. He wasn't doing what PAL means, what they stand for. And it's almost wrong that his name is still associated with your organization.
And it's a shame that Praxil even celebrated him, but I'm sure after today, they will be grateful for the Fae instead of reproachful.
I hope so. The problem with the people of Praxil is they are not accepting of change. And if we're about to unleash an army of giant toads onto the island...
Frodes!
A guided tour?
You know, that I now understand. I think I'm starting to pick this language up.
Oh yeah, you definitely hear Frodes, right? Frodes!
Frodes! I can mimic literally anything I hear, but gosh darn it, I can't mimic the sounds of having lips.
My brain just thought of the worst thing. It's like, do you regret not having flesh flaps? Okay, time to raid my brain.
Flesh flap envy.
Oh man, that's
uncomfortable.
That's in the memory vault, and it's there forever.
It's sealed.
It's like a Horcrux, man. It's gonna be a whole adventure to get that out of there.
Lily turns to King Tibber. I'm not going to delay this whole process. I'm going to open this up, and your people can go through. Now, let's both remember our blood promise. The people of Praxil are not to be harmed.
Of course!
Very well.
Also, you might want to do this thing one at a time. If memory serves, it's a rather small room, and
Oh my god.
it might be a tight fit, so y'all might want to just line up.
Oh no, that shrine's gonna get shredded.
She turns to the three of you and says, or Lily says, let's let them go through, and I'll have you follow after. There's a couple more things I want to say before you go, but I don't want to hold them up.
Of course, Lily.
She climbs up the branch, climbs up the roots of the tree. Very spry. Just kind of hops up, parkours it to the very top where she can reach the gate. And she touches it. You see the gate light up green. And all of a sudden, the Fey line becomes visible as the rift opens. And King Tibber is pushed out of the way as these Frodes just pile drive into the tree.
My, this is what we hoped wouldn't happen.
Whoa, hold on, everybody.
One by one. All right, we're gonna start distributing tickets. Serving number 1. No? Okay, they're just all going in at once.
You see them just cramming in. You see two of them try to squeeze through the rift at the same time, and just legs are hanging out as a third one comes in, grabs both of them, and just pushes them up, and they pop right through. And after a chaotic couple minutes, it's just King Tibber, Lily, and the three of you standing in the glade. She turns to King Tibber. Aren't you going to go join everyone?
As a king, I will let them begin without me. I want to spend a little bit of time getting to know you, Lily.
Very well. Though you must be hungry.
I've been hungry for a very long time. A few moments won't change that.
I'm going to say goodbye to my friends now, and we'll speak. She turns to the three of you. Now, this isn't goodbye forever. The three of you could always come back to the Feywild.
We can? Oh, I love it here. We should come more often.
Flowerkraut nudges Timothy, and she's like, "You and Lily, like finding yourself in the Fae."
Is that a twig growing out of your shoulder, Timothy?
I'm sorry, what?
No, that's his
Instantly
loot,
over
right?
it.
That's just your loot.
Ah,
Oh.
yes. That's always been there, and it's completely removable, and it also plays music. It's a quite fancy piece of wood.
No, I'm pretty sure your feather is not a feather anymore. That one's a leaf.
Whoa. Okay. Flower, are you throwing your weird saps on me again?
Rubbing you with my old lady ointment.
Listen, I want you to go back and make sure that this is all smoothed out with the people of Wallock. And I know I've asked a lot of the three of you already. Heck, you came here out of just the goodness of your heart to help out people that probably wouldn't have accepted you if you'd stuck around long enough. I mean, that's just how these people are. And it's really something, you know, for people to just show up and immediately take to action like this. But I can't do it myself. And I really would appreciate it if you went and you see that there's tears welling up in Lily's eyes. I want you to go tell my mom that even though we've had our differences and our relationship has been complicated, I still love her and I'm gonna miss her. I'm not crying.
Flowerkraut goes and hugs Lily. And she says, "Lily, you are the remarkable one here. You endured a lifetime of prejudice and anger from the people of Praxil for no good reason, and you're doing this for them. You inspire me, and we can easily do this for you. And thank you so much for what you've done for me personally."
She
I'm
hugs you
not
back
crying.
so hard.
Sherman, hold me.
You were just a child when you picked up this old woman. You lifted her spirits.
Thank you, Flowerkraut. I know now why things are the way they are. I was so jealous that she picked you. But you're the one. And I want you to go out there and find these crones, these sisters, and fix this. Because I know you can. And I know that Baba Yaga's got your back.
And I've got yours.
All right. Now, quit it before more of my tears just slip right off of my body.
And on to me! I'm absorbing all of it.
She's growing in power. She said stop it, but once the waterworks start coming out, they don't stop on their own. Okay. That's just making me more moist. It's fine. Yeah.
Oh, and Lily, thank you so much for giving Pal a second chance. I have something for you. And Sherman rifles through his pack and he pulls out the Pal pamphlet and opens it up, and inside not only is there a whole Tritherion section, but there's a section about Torm, and because they're friends, or at least Pal thinks so, and Sherman passes the pamphlet to Lily and says, "Now, you've shown great courage and great sacrifice by doing this for the Frodes, and I think maybe you just might find a friend up there after reading some of our material.
Sherman, I will read this day in and day out, and I will have it just as memorized as you do. Hey, look, right here on the first page, it says, Protectors of Archipelagian Liberties. I'll remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've never... nope. Anyway. Hey, King Tibber!
Yes!
I actually have something for you, too! And Sherman continues to rifle through his pack, and he pulls out the 2-day-old story arc leftovers. He's like, hey, I was saving this, and I know you're really hungry, so maybe you just want a little amuse-bouche before you head through the rift?
Yes, of course I do!
Oh, well, it's all yours, your gracious poopy buttness.
He whoop, and this tongue lash out, takes it right out from your hands.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought Sherman was about to sacrifice himself for some reason. Whew. That was concerning.
That's delicious. Thank you, Sherman.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
I just absorbed so much of his spit. Oh my god.
Your floppy lippedness.
The flesh flaps.
Just licking.
Oh, Janelle, that's revenge from you to me. I almost spit water all over my computer.
King Tibber's just licking his chops. His tongue is all over the place as he's just like savoring all the stinky flavors of the leftovers.
Okay, maybe we should leave.
Yeah. You guys go.
Lily, you gonna be good?
I'll be my best. She jumps up on the roots of the tree again, touches the rift, and the gate opens for you guys. And she reaches her hand out because the gate is, vertical, so you have to jump up into it, and it's, kind of high up. You guys had fallen out of the gate before. And as you guys reach up, she takes your hand and kind of like swings you up into the rift so that you can pop right out through the other side. So the three of you fall into the swirling vortex of the astral plane, the transfer as you're riding the Fey line between planes of existence. And you emerge from the Phalan rift into an unfamiliar setting where you had last seen Sir Leon's tomb and the desecrated tombstone. Now the sky is visible. Broken chunks of stone and blocks lay about, and you realize this mausoleum was way too small for those Frodes, and they would have had to bust out of this tight space. But you look up, and you see that the sky is filled with small, buzzing figures. The infestation of flays in full effect over the entire island. But there's tongues whipping around. And off in the distance, you see these flays being swept up by leaping Frodes up in the air. Bloop, 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 and they're everywhere. So there's just this absolute chaos all over Praxil as you guys come walking out of the rubble of this mausoleum. And off in the distance, way, way off in the distance, you guys see Wallock with the ward that you had helped reactivate still in effect.
Oh, thank goodness it's still there.
Oh, man. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
what
a
relief, right?
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
All right, so what are you guys doing? You're standing in the rubble of Sir Leon's mausoleum.
I suppose we should head back to town and let him know that This is a good thing.
Yes, that we didn't unleash a horde of frogs to do harm, but to bring good?
They're gonna fertilize next year's crops.
Oh.
That's a good way to pitch
did
it.
you guys did you put that together that maybe that's why Praxil was so bountiful is because of the Frode fertilizer, wink wink.
Uh-huh.
The fertilizer made all of the fruit trees and fruit plants extra fertile and full. So maybe we can talk them into a contract where they come in, clear out whatever bugs are here once a year on a big ol' extravaganza, and then they go back home after they poop everywhere.
Ah, yes, grade aid Frodelizer.
Frodelizer!
Yeah.
Yes!
That's a good pitch. I think they'll be into it.
It's a great pitch.
Frode.
You've got it.
Ah!
I mean, especially without Lily here, which she was helping to supplement the crops.
Oh,
growth,
yeah.
They're gonna need that.
Wait, she was bringing Frodelizer?
I think she was being magic.
I don't think she brought the shit factor.
I was so concerned. It's a big island. That's a lot for one person to manage.
That's why no one wants Lily around. They just keep catching her shitting in their farms.
She's like, it's magic, I swear.
It's a material component.
I'll leave
All right,
when I'm done, okay? Can you turn your back?
I'm shy.
Clearly. All right, shall we?
Let's head back to town.
Should we cut to the part where we get to town and bypass all the we and all of the...
Do we have to swim across the lake again? I'm all for it.
So you guys pull yourself out of this, destroyed stone structure and have to actually climb up a bit because the mausoleum, the tomb, was kind of dug down underground. And you guys are walking out from the ruins, and the recursive lake before you darkens.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Shay!
We don't do well with water. We know this.
Spreading quickly from shoreline to shoreline, the same black water you saw washing up on the shores of Adristia.
Oh, fuck.
And from it, Laminaria rises out, walking up onto the island, black ooze dripping down her body, her eyes narrowed, barely visible. You can barely see her eyes behind her wet seaweed hair. And seething through her teeth, she looks at the three of you. You. And all of you feel this moment of warmth in your chest. And you kind of look down. You see that tinge of white glow. The same white that was coming off of Laminaria when she was, summoning multiple rifts and doing all this crazy magic. You see it in yourselves. And she sees it.
Oh, a forgotten boat. Of course. You did this. You put up the ward over the town. You unleashed the Frodes. You have trifled with which you do not understand.
Wait, you didn't put that together when we showed up?
No, of course not. You were struggling to cross a fucking river.
Oh, you know what? She's got a point. She's definitely got a point on that one. Wow, you must feel really bad right about now that we kicked your ass.
She turns to Flowercrop.
Hi.
Why, sister? You know not what Mother will do to you. You will end up just like Baba. We can end this all right now. Call off the Frodes. and we will harvest the Praxilians together.
Yeah, try asking before destroying my island next time.
It's Frode's, actually, and don't worry, we're ending this right here, right now.
If not me, then the rest of my sisters will see fit to what your purpose is. And apparently, I have a habit of not sticking around long enough to make sure you die. Perhaps you will have to face something that the Frodes are not interested in eating.
Oh, she did it. She did it right. Flower Crowd, what do we do?
Out from the black water behind Laminaria rises a bundle of boggles, giggling to themselves.
No! No!
It's a Bundaboggle!
Take me back! I'm going back to the rift! I'm done!
You watch as they begin to combine,
No!
forming a giant, oozing bogstrosity.
Sherman, they've combined!
It's okay!
It's like the Strangers of Power play. When the enemies combine, we don't have ancient structures that can combine into an even larger mechanical creature. We don't have that.
Yeah, hold on. Sherman picks up a big piece of broken stone. Maybe we can combine this with something.
I don't know. What do we do? Oh my god.
You know it. It's time to break battle and roll initiative.
How dare you? How dare you, sir?
Okay, let's do it. Let's do this thing.
I'm upset, and that's a 17, but I'm still upset.
They're less cute this way. I'm so sad. I rolled a Brandon!
You rolled a Brandon?
I rolled a Brandon!
A Brandon! That's
I
great!
be summoned from the great beyond! Ow, this water really fucking hurts!
Oh no, get out of here, Brandon!
It freaking hurts, man! What the heck?
I can't help but just imagine Goofy with tentacles. Yeah.
I came here to do a tickling, and now I'm feeling tickled.
Just by the by, I did roll a 7.
Okay.
So, you guys, yeah, y'all get it.
Flowerkraut, I'm gonna stand on your shoulders. We'll do our own form of combination.
So, Timothy, what is your dexterity score?
Somewhere between crying and running away. My is 15.
Okay.
Why?
Because somebody tied you in initiative.
Oh. Does he go by body parts? You control the left leg, I control the right, and I'll form the head?
Flowerkraut, you rolled a natural 20?
I did.
Alright, so I believe you have initiative plus 0, so it's 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness. So, the white glow that you guys feel in your chests kind of spreads throughout your entire body before fading away. Each of you gains 10 temporary hit points.
Oh! How lovely. Is this what it feels like to be inspired?
You see Laminaria, she closes her hands over her heart, and she looks down and says,
Sisters, give me access to the heart.
and you see that white glow within her midsection just expand.
Oh no.
You see it just the magic radiating off of her. Flowerkraut, it is your turn.
All right, hi. Let's see. I think we should start with a little hex action. What do you think?
So let me go ahead and lay out the battlefield for you guys. You are standing just in front of the ruins of the mausoleum. That's all behind you right now. That area is difficult terrain. You have 30 feet before you reach the shore in front of you of the recursive island, beyond which is black water. Laminaria is standing just on the shore, so she's standing about 30 feet away from you. and behind her is the Bogstrosity, standing in the water.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll try this on the boggle thing.
Ah, the Bogstrosity.
Bogstrosity. They're like way less cute like this. I'm sad.
Go.
Yeah, by combining to multiples of them, their voice has to get deeper. It's just the laws of anime.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you're going to hex the Bogstrosity.
I am. It does have a 90-foot range, so
Okay.
I'm sure it can reach it, right?
It sure can. You hex
yeah.
it. Which ability do you wish to hex in this action?
Let's do strength.
Okay, you hex it strength. That was your bonus action. What is Flower Cow doing for her action?
Let's do mirror image as well.
Ooh. Kagebushin no flower.
I don't got no sisters, but I got 4 of me.
All right, so poof, you now have 4 flower crowns standing around. Yeah, you have to put that effect in for the last episode and this one where you get like the echoing flower crowd cackle. It's so good. Okay, so are you going to move anywhere? Or are you staying kind of 30 feet away with your back up against the ruins?
I'll move so my back isn't against the ruins, I guess. So I'll get closer to water's edge, but not into the water.
Okay, so do you want to go, because she's standing on the shoreline, do you want to go like off to the left or right?
I'll go to the right.
Okay, so you head off to the right with your 3 other clones, and it is the Bogstrosity's turn. It, as a bonus action,
No.
forms one of those rifts that, remember you guys saw the boggles popping in and out through?
No.
It forms a rift right next to it. It reaches,
You're forming a rift in our hearts.
and the other side of the rift
No.
is next to Timothy.
No.
Yes.
You lie. You lie. We have no webcams. Prove it to me. Take a photo and send
They
it.
love you.
You named one.
They love you.
1, 2 was Timothy. 3, 4 was Flowerkraut. 5, 6 was Sherman. It rolled a 2.
Don't believe you. I simply do not.
And guess what? It doesn't go through the rift. The rift is far too small for that. It just reaches its arm through, and it comes out the other side, and it tries to grab Timothy.
Ah!
Oh, I don't think that's gonna do it. That's a 12.
My armor class is 13.
It fails its grapple of you, or its grab. So it just decides to smack you with its arm because it has a second attack.
No.
Oh, and it rolled a 12 again.
Ah.
So, Timothy, you're dancing around this Bogstrosity arm that's just...
I've learned your tactics. Just because you multiply to more of you does not mean that you've gotten any smarter. You are not a hive mind. You are a collective of jerks.
trying to grab you. It misses. It sweeps its arm. You jump over it. It is now your turn, Timothy.
Oh, gladly. We're gonna try something that I brought with me from the Feywild, and oh wow, it actually, there's a leaf sprouting out of me. Well, okay, we'll make that work. So I pluck this leaf, ow, and it's sharp, and I use it as a pick for my lute, and I start playing a familiar song. Here goes nothing. From seed and sorrow to bone and marrow, emerald sky, we are of the wild. Under sun or moon, feel its bloom, emerald sky, shine on the Fey child. And I cast Song of Feychild on all of us.
All right. Vines and like flowers start to sprout underneath each of you, including you, Timothy.
All 4 flower krauts are applauding.
All three of you have a bardic inspiration die. All right, that was bonus action.
You know what? I'm gonna bring an old friend back.
I'm ready, Timothy.
Ah, he's calling from the great beyond. I don't even have to summon him. He's just ready. It's like a good friend, always there. And I'm going to cast Bane.
I was born inside.
All right, it is a charisma save, right?
Correct.
Correct. Okay, so Laminaria is going to roll. She has been baned.
Yes.
The Boxtrosity is going to roll. Boxtrosity is baned as well.
Oh.
Okay. Anything else from Timothy?
That is it. I think I'm going to step away from this portal ever so much so I am not in arm's length of the Boxtrosity through means of a portal.
Okay.
But that's not to say that he won't make another portal. Crap! Well, I'm away from this portal.
All right. So how far do you go away from it?
Let's see. What's my total movement? 30 feet. I'll get like 15 feet away from it.
All right. Are you going?
Can I be? I'll be like between where Flower is and where Sherman is, just kind of in the middle.
Okay. So you shuffle over to the other side, to the right a little bit.
Yes.
It is Laminaria's turn.
Useless bottles. Fine, I'll do this myself.
She is going to. Actually, you know what? She's more focused on Flower Crowd, it seems. She wants to leave the Bogstrosity to deal with Timothy Sherman. So she is going to cast Lightning Bolt at Flower Crowd. Now, the way Mirror Image works, and let's see here. So she's basically, what she's trying to do is she starts to run to get as many of your images lined up as possible. Janelle, roll me a d4 and tell me what you get.
2.
Okay, so she's able to only line up 2 of the 4 of you, basically, for this lightning bolt. Because you're just kind of shuffling your images around. And she's shooting this lightning bolt. And the reason why she needs to line them up is because the spell will hit anything in a line. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw twice, because 2 of you, we're not sure if it's you yet. It could be your mirror image. Both of them could be your mirror image. We'll figure that out in just a second. But I need you to roll 2 dexterity saving throws.
Okay, great. Must roll a 6 or higher on my d20. I got a 19 for the first one.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you save against the first one.
Is this like the Prestige where even Flower Crowd doesn't know which one's the real one?
Oh.
Yeah. For sure. 17 for the second.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, my rolls tonight are
nimble Flower Crowd. Freaking cartwheeling around lightning bolts.
I'm so moist. I'm just slick as shit.
Gross.
Oh, gross.
Lily was very inspiring. I want to be as nimble as her.
So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to now at this point we're going to roll, because if you save against lightning bolt, it's like other AoE spells where you take half damage after saving, which means that damage will be done. So we need to find out who is actually getting hit by it. So with mirror image, for that first one, go ahead and roll a d20.
That is a 6.
That is barely enough to make sure it hit one of your duplicates.
Oh my god.
Okay, roll another d20 for the second one that she hit.
I rolled a frickin' Brandon on that one.
Holy shit. Okay, well, I'm not going to roll the damage for the spell because she just vaporized 2 of your duplicates and not you. She literally didn't even point the lightning bolt at you. So, poof, you now have 1 duplicate and yourself, and she has wasted a spell, basically. I mean, other than getting rid of some of your duplicates.
Curses!
Yeah, why are you trying to get rid of my friends?
Okay, that is it for Laminaria. It is Sherman's turn.
All right. So While this is happening, Sherman is just walking towards Laminaria and says to her, "You really should focus on something that's a little bit more of a threat to you right now." And I cast Compel Duel on Laminaria as my bonus action. So it's a Wisdom save 12, but it would be a Bane save. So I'm just crossing my fingers that it actually works.
Very true. She doesn't save.
Oh.
Nice.
It's like, no, you and me, we need to have a conversation about what it means to let people cross a river.
Nice, Sherman. And also, what do you mean not an actual threat? You jerk. But she winks.
All right. She turns her attention to you.
Okay.
Scowls.
So, just to read the verbiage on this. So, on a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you, and must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that's more than 30 feet away from you. If it succeeds on a saving throw, the spell doesn't restrict the target's movement for that turn. The spell ends if I attack any other creature. If I cast a spell that targets any other hostile creature. If a creature friendly to you damages the target or casts a harmful spell on it, or you end your turn more than 30 feet away. So basically, I'm telling you to focus on the big thing, and I'm gonna go wail on the hag. The other half is I unsheath my silvered longsword, and I am going to close the distance and thrust down towards Laminaria.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
Oh, absolutely it does.
God, I'd hope so. Woo! That's going to be 14 damage.
All right.
Fine. I'll take care of you first.
I had to go find my javelin in another country because of you.
Anything else from Sherman?
Sherman thinks the Feywild is another country. Great. Okay. That's real. That's canon now. No, that is it from me.
All right, top of the round, Flowerkraut, you're up next.
All right. Let's show a little elderly blast to this beastie.
I'm just picturing the remaining Flowerkraut and Flowerkraut like dancing around each other, going with their butt.
Arm in arm, butts out.
Lifting the robe up. All right. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 17. Why is my dice so freaking amazing tonight?
Don't ask why. Just allow it to be.
I'm just going to kiss it.
Yes, that absolutely hits the Bogstrosity.
Great. Oh, and I forgot that I add a 5 to that anyway, so...
Yeah, 22 to hit.
22. Okay, then, little D10Z action. Alright, come here, D10. 10... Is that a 10 plus 3? 13.
Holy shit! Maxing out her dice.
Yeah!
You pop some of the boggles that are part of this joined boggle.
Yes, which 2 points do I connect? Let's find out.
So yeah, the boggle gets just a little bit smaller.
The 2 Flowerkrauts bend over, and we don't know which one makes the actual fart.
One's a silent but deadly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the Bogstrosity is up next. It like starts to walk towards Sherman, but Laminaria kind of puts her hand up, like her super long, naily, old crony hand.
Now, go get them I'll deal with this one.
Where does she get her nails done? Oh my god.
And again, it opens up a rift next to it. This time, it's going after Flowerkraut. So, it's going to attack one of you.
Uh-huh.
Rolled a 17 to hit.
Oh boy, okay. Yes, that will hit.
Go ahead and roll me a d20 to see if it was you or your duplicate.
You can also add the inspiration to your AC if you want. And don't forget about
Yes.
Bane.
I did Bane, yeah, so that dropped it down to a 15. Did it still hit?
Yeah, that still hits, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, I am going to definitely add inspiration to that. How much do I do for that?
Well, first, let's. Okay.
Oh,
so
roll
yeah.
my thing first?
Well, actually, no.
You might want
that's,
to
that's
might want to just keep
Yeah,
as
keep
many
the duplicate up.
shadow clone jutsus as you can.
Yeah. So you would roll a d6 and add that to your AC. Right now,
Yes.
it rolled a 15.
Yes! Okay, great. Roll a d6, so I have to do more than one. Okay, great. I rolled a 2, so great.
Timothy's support magic in action.
Mwah!
The Bane brought it down. The Bardic Inspiration brought it up. Okay, so that was the first attack. It missed. It's going to go ahead and try to attack again. This time, it rolled a 21 to hit.
Oh,
Yow!
no.
So roll a d20 to see if it hit you or your duplicate.
Oh, that hit me. I rolled a 5.
Okay, it hit you, but that means your duplicate is still up.
I keep a doopy. All
Yeah.
right.
I keep a doopy.
They just have to go under a very large cup and like move around and confuse it. Doesn't know which one it is.
Flowerkraut, you take 14 bludgeoning damage as this thing like
Oh my
pounds.
gosh.
Fucking shit! Ow!
I have a question.
Mhm.
Is that Bogglstrosity, the Bogstrosity, within 30 feet of me?
Yes, definitely, because you're.
am gonna use my reaction to rebuke the violent.
Oh. All right.
That is also my only channel divinity for this short rest period, so I'll mark that off. But that's right, so I'm gonna force the Bogstrosity to make a wisdom saving throw, and if it fails, it's gonna take equal damage to what it of radiant nature to what it just dealt to Flowerkraut. And I'm pretty sure it's a whatever my wisdom save is. Hold on.
So it rolled a 14 on its wisdom save.
It is a 12, so it will still take half damage radiant. That's 7 damage.
Okay, 7 radiant damage.
I would like to envision this happening as Sherman looking out of his side eye and casting a little racquetball like paddle in the hand of the other Flowerkraut, and the other Flowerkraut just bats half of the damage back in a radiant nature back at the Bogstrosity. That would be wonderful.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Right. It is Timothy Biscuit's turn.
Is one of the hands still through the portal? Is it still next to me or?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like got its arm through the portal, like smacking Flowerkraut.
Oh, I only have one spell left. Do I save it for heals or do I just go all out on attack?
I mean, you have cantrips, too.
I know, but Vicious Mockery is pretty much the only thing that would do damage, and it's not a lot.
It does grant disadvantage if you hit.
Yes. Well, here we go. I'm like, hey, Boggles! You may be able to combine strength. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, buddy. Do you think just because you were able to form a larger version of yourself that makes you better? Well, you may have multiplied your strength, but I'm doubtful it did the same for your intelligence. And I cast Vicious Mockery on it.
Okay.
Oh.
Wisdom save. Bogstrosity. Rolled a 14.
It's a add that Bane to.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bane. Sorry, you're right.
Yes.
Bane. Oh, that's a 10.
All right, we're good.
Yay! Also, sad news. Because the bugstrosity hit me, it broke my concentration on hex. So there's no more hex.
Did you roll your save for that?
Is there a save? Wait, what?
So roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I have to roll something. It doesn't just automatically do it.
Right.
Aha.
Your DC is 10, so you have to roll a Constitution saving throw against a 10.
Against a 10. Okay.
Yep.
Fine. I got a 10 plus 1.
Yay!
That'll do it. Still.
Wow.
All right. And so, Timothy, vicious mockery damage.
I can't add any. I can't use my inspiration on that, right?
Yeah, you sure can, because you are because of Valor, if one target of a spell, you can increase it by the d6.
All right, let's do it.
1d6 coming right up. Hey, look, another one.
Oh, shit.
Have fun with that too, buddy. That's a vicious 2. Yeah, real cool 2 coming at ya. Yeah, ooh. I'm gonna mock ya. Mocking you with 2. Looking at 2 of you. I've mocked 2 of you. There's 100 of you, but there's 2 that I hate specifically. I hope you feel thoroughly mocked.
Well, he's confused, so that'll give him disadvantage on his next attack. It is Laminaria's turn.
All eyes on me, you hag.
You want my eyes on you, huh?
Come on out of your seat.
Yeah, get your freaking hands up. All eyes on him.
Yes, thank you.
Very well.
She takes 2 of her fingers and points them at your eyes, Sherman, and she casts Eye Bite. Roll a Wisdom save.
Please tell me you're making that one up.
I don't like eye bite in any way, shape, or form.
I don't like the sound of eye bite at all. Wisdom saving throw, you said?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck. That is 9.
Okay. Your eyes become like milky, and you can't really see very well. You're not blind, you're sickened. Like your whole body just starts to it's not a disease either, it's a magical effect. The target has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. And at the end of your turn, you can make wisdom saving throws in order to try to break out of that.
Could you have used the D6 on that, on the saving throw?
Yeah, that's a basic bardic inspiration use.
I mean, I'd have to roll pretty high, but I'd really like to not be blind.
It's better than having disadvantages on everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I got a 6.
Yes!
So that's a 15.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh my god.
It's still not enough.
No!
Oh,
No!
Okay. Well, we tried. Heads up, everybody! It's getting really foggy everywhere, so you might want to put on a raincoat or something.
What's wrong? Why aren't you keeping your eyes on me?
I'm keeping my eyes on whatever I think you are somewhere close by. I don't love you.
That was an action for her to cast that spell, so it is your turn, Sherman.
All right. Well, here we are at a crossroads. You and me, lady. You and me. I'm gonna go ahead and try to hurt you emotionally using my words. But since that doesn't work, I might as well swing my sword and hope I hit you. Okay, first roll was a 16. The second roll was a 3. That's unfortunate.
Oh no.
That's a 9. I think that's gonna miss.
That misses.
Use that nose, Sherman.
So I'm going to try, since I took the attack action, even though I missed, I can try to use my bonus action to shove with my shield and hopefully try to knock her down.
Okay.
But I would roll this at disadvantage too, right?
Yeah, because it's your attacks and ability checks are at disadvantage. So
That
yeah,
is a brutal spell.
That's absolutely disgusting, and I hate it, and good for you.
all right. She's gonna roll her strength check against your athletics check. She rolled an 18.
Well, she's gonna succeed because I rolled another 3, which would be another 9.
So you're swinging your sword kind of wildly at her, and then you rush forward with the shield, and she just kind of like sidesteps and just kind of slightly scrapes her nails along the outside of your shield as she like goes around you.
Oh, that's just petty. Can I did you say I can try to roll out of it
At the end of the
turn? Okay,
Yep,
well, that's
go
the end of my turn. Was it wisdom save?
Wisdom. Yep.
Is 17 gonna cut it?
17 will cut it. You break out of that spell.
Woo! Oh, I can see you now. You got a couple tricks up those floppy sleeves of yours, don't you?
She just seethes at you. Flower Crowd, it is your turn.
Why you all wet, baby?
All right, we're gonna go for another elderly blast at the big boy.
That big boy.
The big boy.
I'm just gonna throw it out here. The elderly blast at the big boy sounds like an awesome concert.
Just a senior concert.
Wee. All right, we got an 11 plus 5, so how does a 16 do?
16 does fine. You hit.
Yay! 12 dammies.
Good God. So yeah, you hit the Bogstrosity and more boggles go flying out the back of it. And they just sploosh, 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 sploosh into the water. Just like an explosion of boggles.
Get a load of this.
Anything else?
I'm drenched.
No, I'm great. I'm good.
Okay. Bogstrosity is up next. It doesn't like that, so it's just gonna go ahead and keep trying to hit Flowerkraut because that hurt. So it reaches into it forms another rift. It's reaching in. This time it's gonna try and grab you.
Okay.
Baned. Oh, I keep forgetting to roll against to get rid of Bane at the end of their turn. That is a 14 to hit with the Bane.
That is my AC.
Okay, so give me a d20 roll. See if it grabs your duplicate.
I rolled a 14.
You rolled high enough, because I think it's 11 or higher. It grabs your duplicate, and it pulls your duplicate into the rift. And you see your duplicate now way over there in like standing on the edge of the water, like in the water. And it like throws your duplicate into the water, but it like poofs just as it does that, and it goes and it reaches back into the rift and tries to grab you.
Oh boy.
Is it gonna have disadvantage on either of those, or is that an attack or not?
Oh, you're right. Disadvantage because of the vicious mockery. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, one of those was a 1. So
Woo!
it misses you.
Whew!
And yeah. Bogstrosity is real frustrated. Hasn't been able to do anything. Grab any of you. Well, I mean, it hit you once.
Timothy and Flowerkraut, you're doing fantastic over there. Keep at it.
Yeah, it spanked me hard, but I bit back, apparently.
Timothy, you're up next.
Oh boy. I don't want to be, but here we are. Am I able to still... I know it's in the water, right? So would I have to run up to it, or is one of the hands still through the portal and I can attack that?
One of the hands is still through the portal.
Aha! All right. Well, I am running low on options, so I'm going to use my rapier and probably miss. Here we go. That's a 12.
12 does not hit.
I knew it. You know?
It like retracts its arm from the rift just as you stab at it, and the rift like closes.
Don't even know why I have this thing. It's not really done me any favors.
Oh, come on, you skewered some boggles on it. Anything else?
No, I've got nothing else. I'm all out of inspirations.
Okay, so Laminaria is up next. She's a little upset that you just brushed off a very powerful spell. And so she is going to... She's getting frustrated.
You're wasting my time, dog folk.
She is going to cast Hold Person on you.
Oh, boy.
Make another wisdom save.
Wait a minute. Has my hex supposed to be added to every time I did attacks on this thing on the monstrosity? I'm so sorry.
Yes, it totally is. We totally forgot that. Sorry. I know you've hit it with twice. Yeah, so give me 2d6 of necrotic.
There's been a lot of stuff going on in this fight. There's a lot of buffs, a lot of debuffs.
A lot of stuff to track.
A lot of multipliers.
All right, we got a 5 for 1 and a 4. Okay, so 9 minus 9 necrotic.
Ooh, there's not a whole lot of boggles holding this thing together anymore.
Woohoo!
Okay, Sherman, what did you roll?
Oh no.
Well, when you add 3 to it, it's a 5.
Okay. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make a wisdom saving throw to end the spell. So she paralyzes you. You drop to the ground.
Well, how about... There you go. You come on. Come on. You're gonna... No, you... All eyes here on me. Eyes on me, lady. We gotta... I ain't finished with you yet. Huh?
As her bonus action, she because you're right in her face. She casts a spell. You drop to the ground. She reaches down and takes your sword from your hand, and she chucks it into the lake.
I want to fetch so bad. I want to fetch it so bad, though. Oh no!
And that is her turn. It is Sherman's turn. You can't do anything, no actions, but you can roll a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
You're not a nice lady. I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
I'm so polite. Oh no!
All right, top of the round, Flowerkraut. It's your turn. So, Sherman's on the ground, paralyzed. She just picked up his sword and tossed it into the lake. And it looks like she's about to and then she started to walk towards you. She didn't get very far, but she's walking away from Sherman, who's just laying there on the ground. And she's got this dead stare at you.
Oh my god.
Flowerkraut, go help Sherman.
Yeah.
Go help him.
Okay.
Leave these freaking boggles to me. I've got this.
I high five him. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna elderly blast this bitch.
Okay.
All right. We've got a 16 plus 5, 21.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think she was ready for that. She's just she's doing the whole stare down march towards you and just boom, just absolutely gets railed in the face.
Damn,
all eyes on my ass.
Damn lady, shouldn't flare those nostrils.
I got out of my seat, all eyes on my butt cheeks. All right, 9 plus 3 is 12.
Oh man, rolling so good on that.
Oh my god, is this my second 9 I rolled? Yeah!
Yeah, you rolled a 10, a 9, and a 9, I think.
Oh my god, beautiful dice. Mwah.
Oh,
the Brandon is strong with you.
I'm with the Brandon, and the Brandon is with me.
I'm always with you, Flower.
Oh my god.
Now, so Flowerkraut is now Sora, and now we just need a Donald to back up the whole trio here.
Well, I am a bird.
That's
Get
true.
the keyblade, Donald. It's at the bottom of the lake.
I can't do a Donald Duck.
Neither can I. All right. Anything else, Flowerkraut? She's marching towards you.
She had to get pushed back maybe a little bit.
You wanna I mean, like, yeah, she slides back, a foot.
Oh my goodness!
From the sheer force of it.
Like, are we playing tag?
Or are you
she's wanting to get close to me, like she's gonna touch me, so yeah, maybe I'll like try to, I'm just like backing away slightly.
Well, you turned around to shoot the elderly blast, so now
I'm backing into her arms. Hi, baby.
You use the elderly blast to just jettison yourself a little bit further away.
It's time for a cheeky retreat.
Cheeky retreat. Launch.
Okay, so you get yourself, let's say, 40 feet away from her, because she.
Oh, can I get 40 feet? I can't. It's not just 30.
I mean, you were already about 10 feet away from her as she was approaching you. So if you move your full movement, you're about 40 from her.
Okay, cool. Can't get me.
All right, the Bogstrosity is up next, and it is gonna go ahead and go after Timothy because you're now out of its range to use its like little rift thing, Flowerkraut. So it, it does the same thing that it's been doing. It hasn't really moved. It's just creating these rifts and reaching out and grabbing or punching at you guys. So Bane, and I swear at the end of its turn, it's gonna roll this time to see if it gets its Bane off or not.
You can't break free of me. I'm everywhere you are, and everywhere you're not.
That is a 9 to hit on the first one.
Aha, don't worry, Timothy. I have him in a good old-fashioned arm lock.
He does, because it rolled a freaking 10 on the second one after the Bane.
It turns out I have both his arms in an arm lock. A double lock, as it were. And now I'm going to break his back.
Bane, you're such a good
Give
friend.
a little back crack.
Oh, the Bogstrosity's so frustrated as it's like you're just dancing around as it's like weaving its arms through these portals, like trying to hit you. The vicious mockery is actually starting to work now. It's just getting real mad. Okay, Timothy, you're up.
I see you can't touch this. And I cast Dissonant Whispers.
Oh. Okay. Dissonant Whispers is a Wisdom saving throw.
Correct.
With Bane.
Yes.
Wow. So it came through this time. It rolled a dirty 20 on the die. Bane down to 17.
Rude. That's gonna do it. So it's gonna take half damage.
Half damage. Yep.
All right. Still 3d6. Oh, come on, please. All right, that's 11 damage.
Okay, so 5 psychic damage, right? 5. Oh. Some of the boggles just like grab hold of their heads and like, oh, more, and they just like fall off of the Bogstrosity.
How messed up does it look?
It's not like about to die, but there's like, I would say there's more than half of the original boggles are no longer part of this thing.
Oh, frick. I was really hoping that would have done it. Bane, you still hanging in there?
I'm doing the best I can.
Okay, you're gonna have to keep doing that, please.
Apparently, this creature does not like fiber. Its body is falling apart.
That is it for me.
Laminaria is up, and she's walking at Flowerkraut.
Where are you running to, sister? Come back here. You will join us. You will not have a choice in the matter.
She is going to cast Ray of Sickness. But she is also baned, and this is a ranged attack. She points her finger at you, and this green, sickly beam shoots out at you. Oh, Bane, you wonderful man.
I'm suddenly over here now.
So she rolled a 13 down to a 10. So, yeah. She misses with her Ray of Sickness. She's
That's
getting
too
so
bad.
frustrated. She kind of like side eyes Timothy and then gives Bane this real like evil scowl.
What's the matter? What's the matter? Dog got your tongue? You need to lift with your legs, or else you're gonna break your back.
Sisters, give me more power. Give me full access to the heart.
As she like clutches her chest and just like, begins to shake with rage. It is Sherman's turn. Sherman, you're still paralyzed, but you can roll at the end of your turn.
We can do this. Yes, I can do this.
That's 11.
Still paralyzed.
I'm just gonna take a nap. Oh, we should take a nap right now. Maybe play some Xbox.
Wait, I have a
Red Bull.
question. Did she roll concentration to see if she kept hold person up?
When she took Elderly Blast,
Yeah.
she did not. Did not.
Oh, cool. Look at me, rules lawyering you.
Yes, good work, good work. However, she did save. Even with the Bane, she rolled a 17 on her concentration check.
Okay, that's fine.
But yes, thank you for catching me on that. Again, there's so much stuff happening in this fight to keep track of. All right, Flowerkraut's back up to you. Sherman's still on the ground, paralyzed. Laminaria is still marching at you, seething rage. You're not sure what her intent really is.
Back for more, huh? I'm kind of wanting to start arcing towards Sherman as I'm like, kind of running around her.
Okay. So you start circling around her?
So I'm kind of giving a wide berth, but yeah, arcing back over to Sherman.
Okay.
I'll be like, here, catch this, and more blast for her.
Okay.
Because, I realize that my mage hand has a 30-foot reach, so it can only be 30 feet from me, so I will need to be closer in order to retrieve sword. If that is my intent at some point. All right, I have a 17 plus 5, so that's 22.
That definitely hits. My God. MVP right here.
All right, I got a 5 that time, plus a 3, so 8.
8 damage. Okay, she's going to have to make another concentration check to keep hold person going. Wow. She's really intent on this spell. She passes big time.
Whew.
Big, dirty 20 again, and then the Bane brought it back down to 19. Okay. It is now the Bogstrosity's turn. It is so frustrated. It decides to stop with the rift attacks.
No.
And it full out just like boom, 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 comes out of the water and it's charging
you can keep
Timothy.
doing the rift attacks. You can keep doing what you were doing. I was plenty fine with that. You were so scary. Oh, I was really intimidated.
It's like 3 boggles on top of each other, Timothy. Don't worry.
3 boggles in a trench coat.
I'd like 1 R-rated ticket, please.
It is going to on its way towards you. It accumulates this guck in one of its hands.
No.
And chucks it at you.
Prefer
This is sticky
old
goo.
enemy.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Frick. 10?
It hits.
Oh, no.
All it does to you is it sticks you to the ground so you can't move.
Oh. Okay.
And then it runs up to... You know what? You've been running around. I'll say that it can't actually get to you in this turn because it still only has a 30-foot movement. And you had moved away to where Flowerkraut was before. So it's moving towards you, and it stuck you to the ground so that you stay where you are.
Oh, that's real
where it
cheap,
ends
man.
its
You're
turn.
just worried about my moves.
Whoa! It formed a full sentence. What the hell?
They are a hive mind after all.
Dodge this, you bastard!
Timothy, you are up. So it will take your action to get yourself out of the goo, and you'll have to roll either acrobatics or athletics to get yourself free. Or you can. The grapple doesn't keep you from attacking. It's just that there's nothing right next to you.
Right, but it's not. I mean, if it can't attack me on this turn, there's no way I can attack it with my range. So I'm going to do basically the only thing I've got left, and I'm gonna look at it and be like, well, I guess the only way you would be able to hit me is if you cheated and stuck me to the ground. And I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery at it again.
Wisdom with Bane. It passed. Rolled a 17 on the die. Plus its bonus, down 3 from Bane. That is a 15 on its roll.
So it's gonna take half of my 1d4. Okay.
Actually, with the cantrip, it doesn't take any damage.
Nothing? Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Bummer. All right.
Yeah.
Bummer. And then you said it takes an action to get out, so I'm just here.
You are just here.
Hey man, I get it. I feel right with you there, buddy. Oh.
Laminaria is up. She moves in towards Flowerkraut, and she waits. She side-eyes Timothy. She waits until you are circling around her. She kind of circles with you, and right when you get lined up with Timothy, she fires a lightning bolt. Both of you need to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Shit, fuck.
I'm not rolling. I rolled a 13.
Okay, so you guys get hit by the brunt of the lightning bolt. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Good thing, well, Flowerkraut's out of temporary hit points, but I think Timothy still has his.
Yes.
That was too many dice hitting the table. What the fuck?
There's more?
Didn't like the sound of that.
Apparently it's hailing outside.
It's hailing? Wow.
Yeah, from all your dice roll, dude.
Oh.
Yes, come on.
Got me. Okay. That is 22 damage.
No.
Oh, shit.
No. Holy frick. Oh my god. Flower, are you still up?
I have 1 health left.
Oh no.
Ah!
And I have to make a save to keep Bane up, right?
Yes. With a 22, that's an 11 DC for Constitution saving throw against 11.
Oh boy. Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh, see you later, fellas. Born from the darkness, and thus I must return.
He's so mysterious.
Do you see the power my sisters have given me, Flowerkraut? You could have this power too.
Not interested. Ugh, fuck, that hurt.
Also, I lost concentration on Hex.
You lost
I rolled
it?
for that, and I got 4.
Okay. So Hex and Bane, get out of here. Sherman, you're up.
All right.
Paralyzed. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Oh, no.
Help us, Sherman. You're our only hope.
No, Flurkert.
Flurkroot?
Flurker, are you
Fuck
there?
me sideways with a chainsaw, my dudes. I rolled a 3, so 6. That is not gonna cut
man.
That is not going to cut it.
Oh my gosh. This is bad.
All right. Okay, at the end of that turn, because Sherman, you're at the bottom of the round.
Yeah.
You guys hear a sound.
Where's a Frog King when you need him, huh?
Wob.
The Frog King is landing on top of the rubble behind you.
What the hell's going on here?
And he looks down and sees Laminaria, and he's about to, send his tongue out at her. But all of a sudden, you see this vine like contraption in the air with blood running through it. The same thing you'd seen constructed when the blood promise was created. And he hesitates. Oh!
He can't hurt anyone.
And then he looks over at the Bugstrosity and he goes,
Well, that's not a fucking person!
and he jumps at the Bugstrosity. And he's going to try and land on it.
Oh, if I could kneel without getting even more stuck, I would kneel to you, my frog king.
He rolls a 21 to hit and literally just land like ass down on top of the Bugstrosity. And he does 4d12 plus 7 damage.
Holy shitballs.
Wow.
That's 14 so far, plus another 14. That's 28. That's 35 damage to the Bugstrosity, which means it literally flattens. Just all the boggles are just ink on the ground now.
Ah, little puddle.
Truly, the savior that we deserve.
King Tibber just goes, all right, that is Flowerkraut's turn.
My God, you're a sight for sore eyes, Tibber. Flowerkraut, is it an action or a bonus action to down my freaking potion?
So it is a bonus action if you have the potion, like... So the way I usually run my games is if you have something in your pack, it takes an action, it takes a full action to get it out and to use it.
Okay, that would be the case.
Okay. But like some people will put like things on their belts or a bandolier or something so that they're easy access, and then I only say it's a bonus action to pop it. But for Flowerkraut, yeah, you would have to like rummage through and grab it and then
My
put it
little
down.
satch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think I gotta do it.
Okay.
And then my bonus action will be just getting closer to Sherman.
Okay, so your movement's getting closer to Sherman. You still have a bonus action if there's anything else that's bonus action.
Oh, that's just movement. Sorry.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Do I even have? What can I do with bonus action?
You can hex again. You also have Misty Step.
What? I should have Misty stepped over to Sherman. Oh my God, I'm a fool.
I mean, yeah, you could Misty Step. Well, I guess you don't really need to because you're in ranged.
All right, so I'm just gonna use movement to get closer to Sherman and down a potion.
Okay.
So let's see. What do I roll for potion?
2d4 plus 2.
4? 4! Oh my God!
Wow.
Yes!
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, plus 10. I'm now at 11.
Her dice are on point tonight.
Except for that freaking lightning. Oh my gosh.
All right, that's a full 10 hit points. That's the most you can get out of a healing potion.
Goody
Amazing.
goody.
Oh my gosh, I thought you were like mad because you rolled ones on both of your, because you were like 4! So I thought that was the total.
I know.
Thank goodness. Okay, no, that's a great.
Flowerkraut seeing some crazy things right now, man. That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
psychedelic potion.
Psychedelic toad potion.
Oh my God.
She starts
seeing a
speaking
giant-ass toad.
in Sylvan frog. all of a
Sylvan
sudden.
tongue.
Yeah.
I just turned to the Frog King. I'm like, sup, my guy? Good for you to show up here, huh? What timing?
Oh, hey there. I didn't expect this coming out. Who the hell is this bitch?
She thinks she's my sister for some reason. I like the splat you made on the ground. That was dope.
All right. It is no longer the Bogstrosity's turn because it's flattened on the ground. It is Timothy's turn.
All right, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see or can I see Sherman's sword from where I'm at without getting unstuck?
You can't because you haven't moved close to the shoreline.
All right, so I'm just going to use this term to get unstuck then.
All right, roll a acrobatics check.
Oh my god, I'm rolling so bad tonight. That's a 10.
Oh, you're still stuck in it.
Oh god, I get a +6 to acrobatics too.
This goo is relentless.
They've left their mark on me. I'll never forgive them.
Oh, and you also have used your Misty Step for the day, haven't you?
I have.
Oh, dang. All right. Anything else you got?
Nope.
Well, that's it. All right. Is Laminaria's turn, and she sees King Tibber, and she's just like,
Roads.
and then you see her like narrow her eyes, like she kind of squints a little bit, trying to figure out why King Tibber was about to attack her, but then didn't. And she looks at Flowerkraut. And I'm going to make her roll an insight check to see if she can kind of put 2 and 2 together on that the Frode is not allowed to attack her per the blood ritual. She doesn't understand, so she kind of like backs away a little bit from King Tibber. But she looks at Flowerkraut and she says,
Call them off. Get rid of them. Join me. Stop resisting, sister. This is destiny. This is what Mother intended. You were brought to me for a reason.
For the last time, I'm not your sister. And these animals are my best heckin' friends I've had in a while, so there's no way I'm ditching them for you.
Then I will have to eliminate them from your life, so you can prioritize correctly.
and she points at Timothy, and she fires a ray of sickness. She is no longer baned. So this is a ranged attack spell, and she rolled 17 to hit.
Is he on the ground? Is there disadvantage for her if he's on the ground?
He's not on the ground. He's just stuck to the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
And you've already used your Bardic, right? Yeah, because you used it on. So it's going to do poison damage to you.
Fun.
So it does a whole 6 poison damage to you.
Okay.
And you need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you are then poisoned.
Should I do the damage first?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, numbers are getting scary. You said Constitution?
Yes.
That's like the best roll of the night. 16?
That saves.
Oh,
you are not
thank goodness.
poisoned.
I don't feel so good, but not terrible. Somewhere in between.
She's like just trying to pull more energy out of the heart, and she's just getting frustrated because it seems that the other hags have some kind of control over how much power she has. It is Sherman's turn.
All right, please, for the love of Tritherion, let's do this, baby! Oh, that is finally a 22.
Oh, boom!
All I had to do was pray to Tritherion, and I was free from your spell, you witch!
You are no longer paralyzed, but you're on the ground.
I am on the ground.
All right.
That's all I got.
That was at the end of your turn, so it is King Tibber at the end of the round looks at Laminaria, and he looks at you, Flowerkraut, and Sherman, Timothy.
What exactly can I do to help here?
Pick me up.
Okay.
He, tongue lashes you, sets you straight up on your feet.
Thanks.
I feel like Sherman's still partially paralyzed, so he's just flat as a board as he gets lifted up and put back into place, like an action figure.
King Tibber goes, "Oh, does this belong to you?" And he lashes his tongue out into the water and grabs the sword and drops it at your feet.
Oh, that's great. Whoa, holy crap, I think I can see green for the first time. Is this what green is? I think I'm high.
I think you guys must set. I want to go eat now. I'll see you later.
And he bounds away.
May your meal be endless, you beautiful frog king.
Timothy, do you get high when the frog licks you? Because I feel weird.
You know, I thought it was just my momentary touch of death, but maybe it did have something to do with the psychedelic tongue.
Flowercrout, it's your turn.
All right. Time for another blast. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does in fact hit.
Oh, phew. Okay, great. And that's another 8. 5 plus 3.
Fuck. Okay. Oh man, she kind of like buckles over. She looks real hurt from getting just absolutely riddled by these elderly blasts. She,
Not feeling well?
Yeah, she kind of just bows over, kind of puts one long nailed hand on the ground and just kind of looks down for a second. Looks back up at you. Anything else, Flowercrout?
No.
Timothy Biscuit.
Would she happen to be in dagger throwing range from me?
Yeah, she is.
That's all I got. That's all I got, guys. So I molt out one of my feather daggers, and I'm gonna try and hit her with it. Hiya! 18 to hit.
Yay!
Oh, that hits.
Oh.
Finally. I just had a molt. That's all it took. 6 damage.
That's a good dagger hit, dude.
That was the best it could be.
That is a really good. Yeah, absolutely. Now, you do have the option, since you took the attack with a light weapon, to throw another dagger. You just wouldn't get the +2 to the damage. It would just be a D4 if you hit with it.
Let's do it.
All right, throw the other dagger.
Hold on. I gotta pluck this one. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, there it goes. 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, well, nope, that's just a regular feather. We're gonna put that one back.
it just like drifts lists gently down to the ground.
He throws it, yeah, it just like floats. He just grabs it before it hits the ground and puts it back.
See, this is why I was concerned if I made my daggers feather themed that I would mistake it at one point or another, and here we are.
And it is Laminaria's turn, and she is so hurt, and she's like,
No, this doesn't. This is not acceptable. I've worked too hard for this. One of your friends is going to die, Flowercrout. And it's going to be that one right there that just hit me with a dagger.
No! That was
As a feather,
was
does that
me.
really hurt you?
I threw it. I am very dexterous. I got over there real fast.
she sprints. She breaks into a sprint and runs
crazy
straight
creepy
at
lady
Timothy,
flying right at me.
who's stuck to the ground, and she, long nails comes in for a claw. That is a 14 to hit.
That's one above my armor class.
Man, if she was baned, that might have... she rips into you with her claw and does 12 slashing damage.
Timothy goes down.
No!
Are you going to sacrifice everyone now, Flowercrout?
You piece of shit.
Sherman, it is your turn.
You absolutely foul monster. You step away from my friend Timothy! And Sherman, how far away? Well, first of all, before I do this, how far away is she from me? Like,
She's 20 feet from you.
okay. So I am going to charge with my longsword out and hope to Tritherion I hit and hit well. That is 21 to hit.
That hits.
That'll do it. Ooh, okay. So that's 13 damage with the longsword.
Sherman, you stab her with the longsword, and she jolts back from the wound, stepping backwards and, grasping where she was just stabbed. she backs away and she's like, no. And then you see like the heart in the center of her that's been glowing this whole time bursts. And you see these hag hands coming out of her chest. Other hags of the 5 reaching out. She screams,
No, sisters, no, I can still do. No, don't take it from me.
and you see them reach. They grab the heart. They start ripping the heart from her, and it begins to get. They get sucked back into the rift in her chest, and you see the whole portion of Miriam's heart that was in Laminaria completely consumed out of her as her color disappears. Pure, just pale, eyes completely wide, drops to her knees. Hits the ground face first.
Flowerkraut books it to Timothy because she's still got a good berry. Does that help in this situation?
It does.
All right. She's going to give that good berry to Timmy B.
Pop a good berry. Timothy has 1 hit point.
By the time you get there, I think I'm already lapping him up.
That's one good berry.
Bleh,
It is one good berry.
bleh, bleh.
Good job, Sherman. Holy fuck.
So there's 5 more back for you. You might be able to feel a little bit more limber. Can I help you up?
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, Sherman.
You did great, man. You did great.
Oh, you did great, man. You're a good buddy. You're a good boy.
Oh, he's still really hemorrhaging. Hold on. Bleh, bleh. Okay, there's 2 more HP for you.
Okay. Oh, Sherman, you're a good friend. And Flower, you're a good friend with a good berry.
So there's a big boggle splat there, and then not too far from you is the corpse of the seaweed hag. And off in the distance, you guys see Wallock, and the protective barrier around it begins to flicker.
Guys, this isn't over yet. Looks like we still got some more things to do.
Think you're right, Timothy. Sherman, do you mind helping him up on his feet?
Oh, of course. Come here, buddy. I pick him up, both hands, like he's a rag doll.
You find some resistance as he's still stuck to the ground.
Oh,
can that at least help give me a help action with acrobatics?
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
All right. Rolling the first one. That's a 17.
Oh yeah, you pop right out.
Cool. All right. I am unstuck.
Flowerkraut wants to go check out the corpse of the hag and see if there's anything interesting or notable she can pull off of this lady.
So you go look at her, and her body is like decaying rapidly. The only thing you notice on her is her arcane focus, which is a necklace with a shell at the end of it. Like a small conch, basically. Besides that, she doesn't have anything on her.
Can I see if there's I want to make sure this isn't like something that the other hags can use to locate us.
You would have to spend some time with it in identifying it, or cast the identify spell. So
okay.
Yeah, there's ways you can look into the magical nature of objects, but you're not sure whether or not this is something that is tied to the other hags.
All right, so Flowerkraut plucks it up.
You pluck it up, and you just see her body just kind of like, not turns to dust, it just turns to like mush. As
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
That looks like a Flowerkraut stew gone wrong.
I don't even want to eat that.
Me either.
So the other thing you guys note as you're looking around after everything ends is the water is still black. The water that is between you and the main part of the island. However, far down the shore is that rowboat that Lily mended.
Let's row our. This has got to be easier than doing a rope bridge. Let's be honest here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, seems like we're gonna test that theory.
Let's head over there.
All right, Flower. Do you need a? Are you okay? Do you need a pick me up before we set off here?
I'm at 11 right now. I should be all right.
Oh, okay.
I should be okay.
Okay, let's head to shore.
Yeah, sounds good.
So you guys run over to the boat and push it into the water. I'm assuming, Sherman, you pick up the oars
Row.
And begin rowing.
Row.
No need for a roll because you eventually figure it out. It's just one motion to basically propel you forward.
Wait, hold on. Guab. It's just like the Frodes. A boat is a Frode. Guab. Guab.
Broat.
A Frode.
A Froat.
We're a throat.
I hope we stay afloat long enough to get to the other side.
So you guys row across the water. You get to the main part of the island and begin hustling towards Wallock. Now, the flays in the sky are thinning. Not very quickly, but they're thinning, and they seem more occupied trying to stay away from the Frodes that are leaping around. I mean, you can actually feel these small tremors in Praxil now that as Frodes are landing on the ground, they're jumping into the air, snapping flays out of the sky, landing, jumping again. And the path is clear. You begin running back to Wallock. But before you get there, you watch as the barrier fades. And you see flays diving in. Flays that had been basically staying right next to the town, waiting for their opportunity. Moving around to try and stay away from any of the Frodes, but they go in for the attack with the barrier down. However, you see Frodes also jumping into Wallock. And you run in as fast as you can. You round the corner into Wallock's square. Kaork is sitting in the center of town, chewing on the last flay he just nabbed. The villagers are screaming, some of them in shock and others hiding behind anything they can find. They're seeing Frodes for the first time. They're seeing Frodes flying through the air. They're seeing their protection just failed, and now flays are attacking. Panic is abound. When all of a sudden, you all hear a noise. A muffled noise. Coming from the stables. The stable doors burst open with a powerful force as everyone's eyes are uncontrollably drawn.
Is it?
There before you.
Could it be?
There before you is Jokan's horse.
Yes! It's him! We're saved!
Nah, no longer Jokan's horse. That's the wrong J. Before you stands Jive Horse, bobbing his head to the beat. And the sound of panic dies down as the feeling of anticipation grows. You look up and you see Kaork, unmoving except for his mouth, slowly moves his eyes down at the musical stallion. The music pauses just for a moment. And just as Jive Horse's beat drops, Kaork starts bobbing his head to the same rhythm.
But what does it mean? What does that mean?
What does it mean? Are we saved? We're saved, right? That's how this works?
And that's where we end our episode. Winds with you, BB Army. Thank you for joining us for today's episode of Break, Battle, and Roll. We hope you're enjoying our adventure as much as we are in creating it. If you're looking for more ways to connect with Break, Battle, and Roll, follow our Instagram and Twitter, both at Break, Battle, Roll, or stop by and give us a like on the Break, Battle, and Roll Facebook page. Additionally, you can follow Chad Stafford at his Instagram and Twitter at It'sChitChad. That's ITSCHITCHAD, as well as his YouTube channels ChitChad and ChitChad Plays. Janelle Wilkie on her Instagram at Janelle.Wilkie, that's JANELLE.WILKE. Join our good buddy Dustin Bleshman as he streams on twitch.tv/TheFinalDestination. Follow his Instagram and TikTok both at @the_final_destination and his Twitter at FINL Destination. You can also find me, Aaron, on Twitter at AirKuma. That's AARKUMA. Though the four of us bring this podcast to you, it wouldn't have the same audio quality without our amazing musicians Ben Holland and Rory O'Neill, providing our theme song and musical accompaniment. Ben can be found on SoundCloud, and you can find Rory on Twitter at TrenchRoarfare. That's TRENCHRORFARE. We'd also like to shout out our good friends at the Roaring D20s, another fantastic D&D podcast with DM Scott Jones. Give them a follow on their Instagram and Twitter at RD20s Podcast. That's RD, the number 2, the number 0, S Podcast. Now that you're a part of the BB Army, help spread the word. Got a friend or two that's run dry on D&D podcasts? Send them our way. Also, if you're on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks again for listening, and now it's time for me to get back on the story arc, grab a drink, and get ready for the next adventure. Until next time.